Back again with Mike of the Livestream team, and now we're going to talk about something more upsetting subject, let's say that, how to organize ourselves, how to get people to work together, how to get the Livestream team to coordinate with other sites of Occupy. And first, maybe James, Mike, you can give us more insight on what's the situation between all the coordination problem.
At the moment, the ground crew is composed of 7 people, which basically we try to organize a team of 2 people for each streaming, because we think it's a minimum requirement, like at least 2 people needs to be streaming. And these 7 people, we're basically trying to cover everything that is going on. Then we have occasional people that come in from home, not that often, helping out. And the main problem that we're having is that a lot of people are saying that they're willing to help, willing to take part and help us out, but then when we give them an appointment to a place or in a time, nobody shows up. So there's a bit of a problem of responsibility, because it's not a paid job, because it's something you do out of your heart. People don't really take they don't really take responsibility for it. And although it's very easy, there might also be the people get scared of it. But what I will say is that it's really easy to do. So I don't really understand this issue with responsibility. You just need to turn up. So I don't know.
So what you have here is a problem of what you call horizontalism organization, when the power is to everybody, but nobody can tell you what to do. Have you tried a successful meeting of every media people? Because I can't remember when was the last time there was a media meeting with every site. Can you tell us if it's on the schedule of any schedule, this plan? Is it something you're pushing for, a call out of all the media to do, maybe not coordinate every strategy, but to try to find some common grounds and to assess the situation on what's needed? So can you tell us about these plans?
Yeah, okay. We've been trying at first. That's how the live stream reformed basically after the second week, because the first couple of weeks everyone was by himself. There were 2 different media group, a press group. It was very disorganized. So after 2 weeks we met up with all the editors, all these people that had editing skill, all the filmmaker, and all the people that were willing to help specifically for Occupy LSX. We tried to organize, and basically most of the filmmaker then from that help with the live stream, and many other one, they prefer, or at least it seems they prefer, to produce their own stuff. So basically to get the footage and put it on their own YouTube channel without passing to what we do, or without telling us neither. So like most of the video that we find that we haven't covered, we find it just out of popularity on YouTube or tagging. But basically, how can I say, there has been a media meeting, and we did met a few editors that were said they were willing to help and everything, but then I think what happened is that as an editor you need a place where you're sure that you have a good computer to work on the footage and edit it out and get it, I don't know. I'm not really an editor, so I'm not really sure why. I'm just trying to figure out why these people kind of disappear. I know one of the guys had to go back to university, so we couldn't see him as often anymore, but at the moment we basically have very few media working, apart from the Occupy Times, which is the newspaper, which is the only one that I can still see running properly. The rest of the media, internal media, is down to us of the live stream and the Occupy Times, and we are not many. There's a lot of people, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people getting footage and recording and everything, but nobody is really we're not getting all the footage for us.
Okay, so from what I can understand, you have an offline organization problem and an online organization problem. The offline organization problem is you have 3 different sites of occupation, and it's very hard to meet. And somehow you don't have online a place where you can discuss together and have the news, and you don't using the community tools which are on the Occupy London website, the wiki, which is there, it exists. And so my question is, do you think it's because they all have different strategies, it's a philosophy problem, or it's an individualism problem? To be clear, should we push to get every piece of information on a open or closed, that's your choice, wiki page. I finished this video, or I need help for this video. I have this live stream possibility there, and it's basically, is this an online organization problem which could be solved by community tools like this one? Or do you think that's the more profound problem of personalities and individualism between the media groups?
Yeah, I think is more a problem for online organization, because I saw it with the live stream itself. Since we have a very good team of online producers that help us out a lot, basically there was the same problem at first, because although they were online 12 to 13 hours a day, helping out, finding information and everything, we never got to talk to them, so we never really had to exchange this information between us and them. So they were getting really frustrated, because apart there were people willing to donate a lot of equipment and all this thing, and they even send it down to the occupation. But somehow, like this conversation, this dialogue got stuck in the middle, so it never got to us. After a couple of weeks, one day I was online streaming, and I didn't get attacked, but they point me out that there was the possibility to have the discussion, to have a much better help. So I started using, the tool that we're using with the live stream is Mumble and TeamSpeak, maybe Mumble. I find it quite useful, because if you never saw someone, listening to the voice, it kind of put the human face behind what the person is saying. So it's better than IRC chat, because you can actually see what people say. And it's straight, like it's very quick as an organizational tool. But as you said, like I think our Occupy wiki page will be really good, like in the way that you said. So we have this footage, can anyone help editing it? Or we need a laptop there, we need this kind of thing. That would be very useful. But the problem that I found with the wiki page, because there's a lot of wiki pages that we have been running, the problem is that people don't really know how to access them. Although it's really easy, it's as easy as typing in a web address. If you don't actually physically show them, or physically make sure that it always pops up on their screen whenever they go online, they won't use it. And I find it really strange. I don't know why. I don't know, probably we should do every day 1 hour, people not forced, but they should go online. So you get into the use of doing it, and they start doing it, because we have this tool, we have amazing tool, like on Mumble, we're organizing international link up with the help of one of our online producers, well, a few of them. We've been able to organize a link up with Occupy The Hague, Occupy Netherlands, which is basically the same team as a more organizational team, Occupy Marines, and Occupy Police in the USA. So the tool and the infrastructure is there. People are just somehow either afraid, or they don't really know how to use it. I think it's more no use to use these things, so we need to find a way to show them.
And so it's very interesting for us at Vision on TV, because what you just said is basically exactly the problem we had with the wiki, because we're all working through the wiki, the core members, and we're pushing people to do this. And that's what we experience is if we don't show hands-on demonstration of the wiki pages, how it works, so as you said, it's very easy. They won't do it, so it's offline organization of putting them in front of the laptop. But that's possible if you have an actual meeting with people, and you're not a huge amount of people. You may be 20 people in a room. That's possible, right? So that's that for community tools. And my question is, obviously, you need to summarize this and to meet up to talk. So I think I'm pushing for it. I've been pushing it for a while now, with total failure on my part, to have a coordination. Not full-time one, just one meeting. I'm not saying there's not great job is being done. A great job, they work very hard, but it could be more efficient and without overlapping. And so maybe you want to do a call out for a meeting, maybe giving dates, publishing a page on the. What's your strategy for that? What's the best idea? Where to do this call out? Is it here? Let's do one here. I think
it's a really good idea, and because I kind of lost track of the editor that were helping us before, but I know that there is people getting lots of footage out, because I do watch YouTube every now and then, and there's a lot of stuff on Occupy LSX. So my call out will be to anyone who's been doing filmmaking or is interested to getting the footage and helping us with live streaming, but not just live streaming, also just with content catchy, to come and meet us. I will say, what we say Tuesday? Next season, what can we do? I can do anytime. I'm always here, so I'm not really going anywhere. And so basically I call out for anyone who wants to help, but we need to figure out a date and a time. So what would you say? I'll Same to you.
Okay, fantastic. So that's very clear now. We have a date. We have a proposed Tuesday. Tuesday at the Bank of Ideas. Or we can move. Maybe we can go to St. Paul's, or we can. Basically, it's there. If you don't know who we're talking about you watching here. That's you, basically. If you're watching this, you're part of the media team somehow, because you can retweet, you can do Facebook. And we're talking obviously about the people doing this hard work at all the Occupy sites. So get in touch, and hopefully we can get this moving forward and getting even more interesting media from the Occupy sites. Thank you for watching. We'll be back.